I am a little tired. That's why I put chill stream. So I put chill stream because I am exhausted. I got really sick. I'm having headaches, I'm having stomach aches, my throat is in extreme pain. So this stream is going to be relatively chill. I'm not going to talk as much as I usually do, and I'm mostly just going to huddle up in my little blanket and enjoy.
Relax.
So 1 second while I figure out chat. Because my chat is not loading for me, and it's making me upset. Hi, friend.
I missed last stream.
You did? That's fine. That's okay. Don't feel bad about it. I was going to stream earlier, but I was caught up in school and cheer, and now I'm sick, so I wasn't going to stream today, but then I was like, fuck it, why not? Apologies in advance. For some reason, my view of the stream won't load my chat at all. Like, I just can't see chat. Oh, there we go. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, hi. I forgot to notify you about what time is good for me for hanging out outside of stream and farming, because school occupies almost every part of my mind all the time, because I always have so much work to do. I swear, I'm so excited for Christmas break. I'm gonna be streaming so much. I'm gonna have so much free time.
Relax. I am low-key in Applebee's, so I won't be able to chat, but I am watching.
Nice. Thanks for tuning in. I'm still continuing to figure out what time might be good for possibly farming together, because I know you mentioned that the last stream you attended. I've been a mess recently, so that might take a while. Apologies. We're just doing Scaramouche quest stuff. Yeah. It's gonna be a short stream. Probably only gonna be here till 12:30 a.m. my time. I don't know what your time zone is, because that's your personal business, but my time, it's pretty late.
We made it to Amanoma Smithy!
Yep.
Ah, it's been a while.
It has.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about me being my mess self. Figuring things out very slowly.
Of course. Go ahead.
Thank you for tuning in. Can you tell me that story one more time?
Oh.
It is okay.
Now there's a question I wasn't expecting.
Okay. Thank you.
Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions. Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive. But fortunately, Kaede Harakazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Oh yeah, we were! Paimon remembers that now.
Mm-hmm.
We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then too. It seems like such a shame.
What was the reason behind their decline?
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed. In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokunin, it was right that I should know the truth.
Yep.
There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale. The Raiden Gokunin were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Technically right.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace.
Huh?
One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and
No,
chose
that's
not
not
to
right.
flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphaned son was left to fend for himself, and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him.
So it's basically like an ever so slightly altered version of the real tale without the
The only
names.
legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokunin. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent up anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokunin. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
I suppose. Yeah, someone else. It was the, yeah.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Have you seen Kazuha recently?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well.
That's all. Thank
My
you very
pleasure.
much.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon.
I know.
On to the next stop. Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
As always. I am very afraid of what might happen. Jumping right in.
We're here! This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler, it's been a while.
Hello.
If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate. They're not here right now.
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
Thank you. We'll take you up on that offer. Can we take a walk in the courtyard?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I think it should be okay.
Okay.
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
Hello, dears. Is there something you want to say?
Ma'am, can I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. Miss Kamisato has told me about you. What would you like to know?
How are the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato these days?
Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying visits to some local organizations on the Commissioner's behalf. As for the Commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although, he does seem to be in a rather good mood these days.
Interesting.
So pretty much business as usual in the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Very much so.
Okay. Yeah, nothing seems to have changed except for a little bit of history.
Well, got any more questions?
That's all for now.
You're
Many thanks.
very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing more than for you to come and visit more often. But I'm sure you must be far too busy to have time for that. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying how talented you are and how much she admires you. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining armor, you know. You're a hero to us all.
I'm flattered.
I mean it. Whenever the Commissioner dines at home, Toma always joins him. I always find myself at my most relaxed when I'm serving the two of them and listening to them chat away. The Commissioner has such a busy schedule that he doesn't always have the chance to take his meals at home. But given the opportunity, he always prefers to dine here. They say it's because Toma's a much better chef than most. Oh, the Commissioner is so fond of home comforts. They get to talking about you sometimes too, you know. Always with a very fond tone. The way one would talk about dear old friends around whom one can truly be themselves. Miss Kamisato occasionally joins them as well. Whenever the whole family gets together and they start talking about people they've met and experiences they've had, you always get a mention. It's been many years now since the late Mr. and Mrs. Kamisato passed away. Much has happened in the Kamisato clan in that time. As someone who is old and gray enough to have watched their son and daughter grow up, it makes me so happy to see them meet a dependable friend whose company they enjoy so much. So, in the future, if you ever do have the time, please know you are always very welcome at the Yashiro Commission headquarters. There will always be at least one old lady who would be delighted to have the pleasure of your company.
Thank you very much. I will visit again.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Paimon likes it here too. Also, you were saying something about the food here being really great. Paimon's itching to try it. We may just have to invite ourselves around for dinner sometime. Paimon meant we should come pay a visit again real soon. Ideally around dinner time.
Of course. You're always welcome.
Alright, goodbye for now.
Paimon never driven by food.
Great.
Sorry.
Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry,
I'm the
we'll
same way.
see ourselves
No
out.
food.
All right then. Take care now. Hope to see you soon.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep, everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well. Safe travels. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. What the fuck? Gotta did something real fucked up. This is not gonna end well in the slightest, but it's fine. I never know how to sit when I'm at my dad's house, so there's no comfortable seating. At least there's no comfortable seating where I'm close to my microphone. I don't want to be too far away. After this, I am going to sleep for hours upon hours upon hours. I was supposed to ask as if I could go with you. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, here we are. But what are we looking for? Something or someone?
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the Traveler and Paimon?
Xavier? What are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific area. There, that's me. So what about you two?
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Do you know much about Tatarasuna?
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away.
How well do you understand the
What
history of
time
this
is it
area?
for you?
For me right now it's 10:43 p.m.
Like the back of my hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history here.
Go on, I'm listening.
Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? The tale of Tatarasuna starts a long time ago. I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation, goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
A couple? When exactly?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either. There was a guy back then too. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
Mechanic. Into all new
Hey,
ensuing
weren't you
chaos.
gonna ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna? Come on, ask already.
I am.
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge? Sure, go ahead.
Have you ever heard of Kabuki Mono connected to
A kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word, Inazuman, for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come
Opinions
across
on the
anything
new
to do with
events?
a kabuki mono where Tatara Suna is concerned.
I haven't participated in most of them yet. I've participated in Misty Dungeon. I really like Misty Dungeon just because I like trial runs. One second. Yeah, I like Misty Dungeon just because I like trial runs, and I really like the Wanderer's Kit, but I'm not pulling for him because I'm trying to exercise restraint. I'm talking about the Misty Dungeon event. Did I say something really stupid? Oh no. I'm sick. Look, today's not my day. I was talking about the Misty Dungeon event. The
OMG, I haven't started.
Respect. I understand.
No, you're fine.
Okay, thanks. I haven't started the Genius Invocation event because I think it has a voiced quest. I don't know if the quest is voiced or not. And I like doing voiced quest on streams. So...
Your wording is very clear.
Oh, really? Thank you. Yeah. I plan on doing Genius Invocation TCG on stream because it's a card game, and I know I'm gonna get obsessed, so might as well use that as entertaining. As entertainment. Sorry, not entertaining. I hope it's entertaining. So yeah, I'm gonna do that eventually. When? I'm not sure, but before the event ends. Before, like, the special event ends. Because I don't know. I'm getting real busy lately. Cheer started up again, so, like, I have very little free time, so I'll get to it at some point. When that point is, not entirely sure, but it's gonna happen. So there's no more Kabuki Mono. Did the Balladeer really manage to erase himself from history completely? If so, he must have wanted to change the world and revert everything back to the way it was. But so far, it looks like the majority of changes have only affected himself.
Of course! Don't mention it.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, bye, Xavier.
Oh, you're most welcome. More than happy to help. Farewell.
Xavier. So it's not Xavier.
Looks like you got all the
Good to
information
know.
you're looking for.
Time to go back and see Crisinelli.
Sure, but what's up with you today? Whatever it is, it seems like it's really troubling you. Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you.
Thank you, Paimon.
Don't mention it. Alright, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
Yeah, Misty Dungeon. Yeah, this bestie right here. I really want Faruzan. I got 2 4-stars in a row, but neither of them were Faruzan. One of them was Fischl, who I have a C6 of, so... Not my lucky day, but it's okay. Speaking of... There we go.
I have good news and bad.
What? What is the news? I'm curious. I love news.
Good news is I won the 5050 on low pity.
Yay! Now what's the bad news? I'm a little afraid.
Bad news is I pull it as a joke and now I don't have Wanderer.
Oh shit! Nice. Well, that sucks. My goodness. I hope you're okay. That's gonna put a dent in the day. I'm so sorry for your loss. Oh my goodness. I have had a similar situation, but instead of pulling for a character as a joke. Okay.
I love it.
Okay, good. I hope you do. I had a similar situation.
Justy wanted Wanderer as well.
Yeah, respect. Yuto's actually one of the characters that I don't like that much. Not because I don't like him as a character, I just really don't like his playstyle. It's not my preferred method of murdering in Genshin. I had a situation once where I was wishing for a 4-star. I was wishing for Yunjin because I really liked her as a character on Shenhe's banner, and I ended up with a C1 Shenhe because I just kept rolling. And then I had no primogems.
Transitory.
Hey, it's them!
Akaba! Sawada! You're still here?
Are you still talking about that, say?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
Okay.
We have time. What do you want to talk to us about?
It's the same topic we discussed last time.
Saying I am
Obviously.
trying to add pity is just an excuse for me.
Yeah, respect. That's an excuse for a lot of people. I try not to say that. I'm always very honest of like, yes, I am making a bad decision, and I will not apologize for it.
Still looking for more info about Tatara Suna, huh? Should we join them?
Unfortunately,
Ooh.
we haven't made any real progress.
The article you let me read last time was great. Can I read it again?
Oh, of course.
I didn't read it for a reason, Mitch. I'm just gonna scan it. Oh. Vice Nagamasa, subordinate Katsuragi mechanic. However, this even inspector included his background still mentioned that my mechanic grew scarcer in the aftermath of the Tatara Suna. He actually did exist and perhaps even had a hand in the events that took place in Tatara Suna.
I presume you'll want to read mine as well.
Ugh. I didn't read these last time because I was tired. But it isn't more words here than Fox said, not a Tim, sir, what about your meal? Are you not hungry? The man smiled upon hearing Katsudoge's words. I already ate. I hope that you may also find time to sate your hunger soon. You are a guest, sir. To see you help in these trifling matters fills me with embarrassment. Not as if it was no matter, then with a nod he departed. Like a falling spear, the black cloud reached the bottom of the boat and was joined in its bereftness? I don't know. Of direction, like a charging beast, they plunged into the shoreline, scant steps away. The mechanic laughed, slowly approaching the grand wreck. Not but half an arm was left of the one who had cried out for help, and with a plop, oh, that sounds gross, it landed at the mechanic's feet, who crouched to better study the object. An arm? Ew. Straining against the urge to take a what? The dark cloud swirling had already picked up the remembrance of the ship. Half an arm. An arm of a person. Tempted to eat a person. Cannibalism? Is that what I'm reading, or am I reading this all wrong? Then a second ship was sent, followed by a third and a fourth, each who left to seek salvation did so under foul skies and bleak fortunes. Reason dictated that they should not have risked anyone else, but the situation in Tatarasuna was severe. They needed to gain aid from Inazuma, even should it cost them more lives. The content has changed, another effect of tampering with the information in Irminsul. The balladeer said he'd erase 2 of his names. If he already succeeded, then it must have taken all his
what
life,
do you think?
Still. A masterpiece.
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from Inazuma. So how about we tell them what we learned?
Sure.
What did you find out?
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma, and...
Blah 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 blah. There, done.
Wow. So many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Of course.
Well,
no problem at all.
So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Armanoma clan, you say? Then I guess it must be true.
I don't know why Inazuma and
So there's no ghost story here after all.
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having an incredibly prestigious role in society those days, to the extent that harming them was conceived of, at least by the perpetrator, as a way of exacting revenge against those in power.
Yes, okay, point taken, you were right. But that doesn't mean I can't carry on with my novel.
WHA.
And they're back at it.
Did you just
These
get to the
guys are
cannibalism
really into
part?
this.
Oh, so sorry. Look at
Garm
us,
is crazy.
rattling on about our projects and ignoring you.
I think stream's
Thank
way
you
late,
so
but
much
that's
for the information.
That's okay.
You're welcome. See ya.
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything else.
Will do.
I'm still confused of if is that a wrong reading, or is that hinting that the good sir is a cannibal?
I just realized my live was a min back.
That's fine. I do that a lot. Also, most of my stuff is like really far behind in general. Like it's always gonna be a little late just because of the way my internet does streaming, so it's fine. Don't even worry about it. Not a problem, not. Hello, good madam.
Nahida, we're here.
Your rechatbot is improving.
How have you been? Ugh,
I didn't know I had a chatbot. That's great.
Paimon
Yay.
hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time.
Oh, you mean the
That
voice.
night, we ended up
I thought you meant that there was
chatting
like a bot
and
like
chatting until
existing
suddenly
in
the
chat.
sun was up. And
It
then
doesn't
she
take
decided
long
she
to
wanted
read
go to
my messages
Inazuma.
anymore.
Yeah, it's going faster. I thought you meant that there was like a bot just chilling in chat, and I was like, what? That's on me. Brain does not compute well. But yeah, it's not extremely slow. Like, I remember it used to take forever. I was investigating the situation with the Balladeer.
The Balladeer? It sounds like some kind of code name.
Oh no.
You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me?
Kuni Kazushi? Kazushi. Kuni Kazushi. Not Uchi. What the fuck was that? Even Nahida doesn't remember just exactly when the Balladeer acting quickly, finished erasing himself before Nahida could stop him. Oh no. The only one who still remembers the things that were erased. Once again, I am the record keeper.
Traveler? Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
There are things that have happened that only I can remember. I have to tell you the truth. Wow. Straight up. There was once in Valdir, created by the Archon, after a series of events and
This quests make me upset I didn't get her sad.
That you didn't get Nahida? Yeah, same. I rolled for her and I didn't get her. I'm so upset. The Balladeer, thinking he had been thus betrayed, left Inazuma to roam the world beyond. With no trust for humans and only loathing, he bore his grudge for years, and he grew in strength, then returned to Inazuma to take his revenge. He tried in vain to become something, and ended up losing everything.
IDNT even get Layla.
You didn't? Oh, that fucking sucks. That's horrible. I wish I could gift you my Layla. I would hand her over in a heartbeat. Finally, he entered Aaron's soul and learned the truth behind his betrayal, knowing that his entire life was built on lies, he did the unthinkable and attempt to reverse his tragic fate.
That's quite a story.
Speed read.
So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past. But how was he even able to do that? As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity.
I love pulling for characters knowing I didn't perform for them.
I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it.
I do that a lot. I used to pre-farm like a lot. Like I used to be overly prepared. Now I don't pre-farm at all because it's just I have so much else in my life to worry about. I used to have so much free time, and suddenly life decided to hit me like a truck in high school. We're doing great.
Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality. So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because, well, because he literally changed the world? Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it. The Traveler comes from a world beyond Javat. That's why there's no information about her in Irminsul. And it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect her. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
You can say that again.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it? I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that.
I'm not really sure. We were enemies after all. I don't know his perspective on all of this, so I can't say why he did something so extreme.
But the good thing is Genshin won events in the Game Awards. I heard so Primogene's big smile.
Yeah. They did. They won stuff in Game Awards. So Primo Gems. Woo! Free shit. We love free mojos. Yeah, always great, always great. I still remember the question he asked. He asked me specifically, and my hesitation gave him his answer. I hesitated because I witnessed Ruka Devada erase her own existence, but I can't tell Nahida that. To put it another way, I know why the Balladeer was so sure it could work, but I can't tell them that.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share?
He chose such a radical option, and yet...
It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right?
Yes.
Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try.
That's true.
The story makes sense. Every part of it. The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
It's tragic. Yeah, he changed the world in many ways, and yet the dead still didn't get a second chance. Those fated to a tragic end could not be saved. What exactly did he want to fight back against? The betrayals in his life, or did he wish he never existed at all?
Please wait a moment. I want to check something. Found it. This should be the one.
Oh, that's fancy.
It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything she has told us. What is it?
Backup
a record
file.
from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Surprisingly, the information is presented to you in a way that resembles a fairy tale.
Is this
oh no,
a
cutscene.
fairy
Shit.
tale? Who wrote it?
This matches everything I said.
I authored this record myself.
Aww.
Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the Balladeer?
Yeah.
When combined with the Traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else. Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
The old past.
Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki Mono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the Balladeer entered Irminsul. That's incredible! What a great idea! And sending the Traveler to Irminsul with the Balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew she'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul.
True.
But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one she told us. The now erased life of the Balladeer.
Well, shit.
There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night, and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them.
But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin."
Oh wow.
You asshole. Oh my goodness.
The fire
Yeah,
was
wow.
extinguished,
Shit.
but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing.
Aww.
The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its
Why
teeth
am
at
I
the moon.
crying?
How it
I
wished
don't
to
know.
swallow the moon and devour the moonlight.
It's sad.
If the
I don't
world
usually
could
cry
only
at stuff like
return
this,
to
so I am not
darkness,
currently crying, but I am
then
still
it
sad.
would finally be peaceful and
Shit.
content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
We
Oh my
solved it!
goodness. Wow.
I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. It is his very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved
Oh my
no matter
goodness.
what happened.
To
To become a god, he was experimented
You can't
on
do this.
and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later
Oh
use.
my goodness.
I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
Oh no. So sad.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
The Balladeer agreed to help me look for
Wow.
information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you.
That's true.
Before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail. That Conria was where your twin first came into this world.
We already knew that.
We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own Harbinger.
I've never had this feeling before. Feels like life is as insignificant as a feather.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, like the way it all ended that much better.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face.
Aww.
When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny.
Aww.
To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot.
Yeah.
Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination.
Aww.
And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah,
Wonderful,
he
isn't
is
it?
right. Cheer up! How about we go get something to eat? We can pick up this heavy conversation again later.
Okay.
Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take her out for a walk to clear her head?
You got it! Come on, Traveler! You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel much better after taking a walk.
Thank you, Paimon.
Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar! That'll be sure to lift our spirits. It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up.
There's a few things I'd like to look into. You should go take a walk and try to unwind.
Okay.
Illusion shattered.
So sad, so tragic. His wife was so fucking depressing, dude. I can't. Why is such a bad person such a sad person at the same time? Why can't we just have one? Why do we need both? All he wanted was to be accepted and loved and to have friends, but he didn't have any friends because all his friends died. It's like the Archons, but it's worse. Because he's a lot more desperate. I feel horrible. I knew his tale was sad, but I didn't know it was that sad. Wouldn't it be fun if we as people could just glide around?
Who should I build first because no one is built on my alt?
No one is built? Okay. Well, first of all, who are your favorite characters that are on your alt? Because that's gonna define things.
I have Balyi Maiko Ayaka Adao.
Okay. I would suggest building... Depending... But all of them are really good, honestly.
And I think I have more, but I need to check after this event.
Right. All of them are honestly really good options. The ones that work best together are Raiden and Yae, because Yae has a high energy cost, and Raiden can help out with her burst, restoring energy. Throw a healer support in there. You can make it throw in a healer support taser team like Kokomi, and then an animo unit like Sucrose or Venti, and to just like with Viridis and Venera to reduce electro resistance, and that's gonna be a high damage team. If you don't have Kokomi, Singchi or Barbara also work. Barbara's free, so. Oh, it's down below. I'm interested to see how did Sir snatches a vision. We've never seen a character get a vision before, so this is gonna be very fun to witness.
We're here! What should we eat first?
I think I'm missing something important. I'm forgetting. What am I forgetting?
Hey, are you gonna answer or what?
Wait, where the fuck is the balladeer? Wait a minute, I'm still processing.
Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat.
Okay. Come on, brain, let's dig this out. It's gotta be in there somewhere. Something about Irminsul and deleting oneself. Forbidden knowledge,
What is it? Have you figured it all out?
What? Whoa, what? What's that exclamation point? Yes, that was it. She said that no one can erase themselves from existence, not even her. Otherwise, why would she need to create her own reincarnation? What happened? Oh, so did the balladeer just erase the names, but not the person? So the balladeer still exists. Yeah, we assumed he still existed, but I'm happy you came to this epiphany.
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
You little bitch. Suddenly appearing out of thin air like that.
Hey! Hey, wait!
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid! Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out
I love and hate him.
you can't keep spacing out, okay?
Same. He's
Work's
such
too
an
boring for
asshole,
you?
but his life is
Or
so
has the big city
sad.
got
Why is
too
he so
many
great?
distractions?
But why does he suck?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Who's that guy? You know him or something?
That guy is the balladeer.
Who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted.
I want to be home because his
I
kid
don't
is so
want to
fun,
take
big
advantage, so
smile.
I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
Yeah, that's fair. I can't roll for him because Primo Gems and stuff, and I really want, Dishya. But yeah, his kid is so fun. Well, on the rerun. Yeah, Al-Haytham got announced. And so did Yao Yao, and I'm so excited for them. I'm so excited. Next patch is gonna be so cool.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsettias, and I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Stop.
I got
I'm
no
gonna level
primo
with you,
genes,
kiddo.
but all I get from
I've
events
never
is
met a
going
worker who
straight
said
in
they
that
didn't want
banner.
a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you'd start asking for something in return eventually.
Respect. I understand. I have been
You
there.
don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsettias, was it? I'll be right back.
Hey, what do we do now?
Follow him.
Okay, stay out of sight. Don't let him see you.
Don't you fuck with me, you ass. Oh, thank fuck. I can't do a stealth mission today.
Emerge. Right now.
Love Yai's skill for exploring.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsetias? Isn't that a bit too cruel? Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back.
I was in this in my own eyes, I never believe it.
You two
Hey,
over
bitch.
there. Is there something I can help you with?
Tell me what the fuck you're doing existing, asshat.
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice.
You're right, we were following you.
Have we met before? No, we haven't met. But you know me? I
Yes.
have no recollection.
It's complicated, but I do know.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
I can prove it. You're a puppet.
A puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right. The look on his face.
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important.
There's somewhere I want to take
Okay,
you.
but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Quick question.
What's the question? I'm here to answer. That's my job.
Are you really working for that guy? He said you don't want any more for it. Is that true?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return,
Will
I
Ball
said
and
I'd be his helper
Wanderer
for a
work good
while.
on a team?
Actually, I'm not sure. I mean, they could. They wouldn't work as good as other combinations, but I think they'd still work. Because when the Wanderer's off, like when his skill's on cooldown, you can switch to Raiden and do her burst.
I wanted to make that a team.
Yeah, and then Raiden's skill would help with, would deal extra damage and some swirl damage with Wanderer's normal attacks. Yeah, I think they could work, like, decently well. So yeah, I think that could work. That's a really cute idea.
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you. Okay?
Alright.
Then let's return to the city.
I love adorable, like, people team ideas. So cute. I just heard a dog by accident. I feel horrible. Wait, where are we going? Grocery stop. We followed him a long ass way. Thanks for the reminder. Could have reminded me of that a few weeks ago. When I deadass just forgot to do commissions.
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more. Who are these two?
Friends.
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care that it was raining. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? And why is he taking a shortcut through the open country if he's not even in a hurry? But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this. Your time is valuable. You know, you should go live your life.
But I don't... No, you're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
He's nice
Don't mention
now.
it, kiddo.
I don't like it.
I've run into all kinds
You
of
better
characters
become his
over
bitchy
the
self
years.
again. I swear.
I just hope you find your path.
I missed that fucking bitch.
Thank you.
As much as he sucked.
Alright, done. Thanks for waiting for me. We can go now.
Apples. Stealing your apples. Ha.
No, I want him to stay nice and that you can become jealous.
Would I become jealous? Maybe, who knows? Look, he's great. I don't mind him being nice. It's just... I want him to be him again. Not Scaramouche without a little bit of angry. Just a dash. Just a pinch. Reminds me of the 2 shots of vodka meme, but it's just angry. Feels weird. It's a weird kind of character development. It's like a weird kind of fake out character development I don't know how to feel. Oh my goodness, she's typing on a screen. She's an iPad kid. That was my first thought. I'm so sorry.
What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
You tell Kusanali what happened in the garbage.
You say that you're trekking across to
No,
that to
because
train
why
yourself.
can I see it?
Right?
Many other Inazumans who
The
describe
vibe.
themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Yeah, like it's just the energy. I love it.
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called previous incarnation.
Oh, like a past life or something?
Yeah. Suppose.
Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation?
Not nice.
Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation.
We're just trying to
If
think
it's that difficult
before
to talk
start.
about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation,
I need the luck
you did
already.
many things
I
that
bless
would be
you with all the
considered
luck
evil.
I can give you. Every last bit of my luck is being handed off to you. All the vibes.
You nearly died because of what other people did. And many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
Oh,
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time, a chain of cause and effect, a cycle of karma and consequence.
Yep.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
Yeah.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
That's okay.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
We were each other's
Okay,
enemies.
so
We were
back to the
enemies?
teams.
Why are you
Back
trying
to
to
the
help me
teams, back
find
to
the
the teams,
truth?
back to the teams. So, Wander team, we have Rai Rai and Wanderer. I think that'll work. I don't know what I'd suggest with that. I don't think Yai would be a bad idea. And I think Faduzan would also be good if we're going like full like raw DPS. If you have Faduzan buffing the Wanderer, that'll increase his raw DPS. Raiden is so fucking strong on her own, you don't need all that much. So just adding a little bit of Electro with Yai's help would be good enough. But with that team, you don't really have a healer. So if you absolutely need a healer, then you can put someone like Kuki in place of Yai or something else.
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the
Ball,
street!
Ayaka, Yimaiko, Albedo, Kazuha.
Yumiya, Ba, Ayaka, Yai, Migo, Albedo, Kazuha. Okay. So, no Wanderer included in this. Raiden.
And Delic with his weapon.
Cool. Best team for two of these characters, Raiden, Yai, Kazuha, work well together. Throw in some kind of healer, Hydro healer preferably. Even if it's just Singcho with his damage reduction and his weird sword healing, that's very confusing. That also works. Ayaka also should be in a team with Kazuha. Kazuha's going to be very valuable here. Ayaka with a Hydro unit for freeze. 2 Cryos with Ayaka would be preferred. Cryo Resonance is pretty good if you have a good Cryo support.
And maybe Wanderer if lucky.
Yes. If you have Wanderer, then... If you have Wanderer and you get Faruzan from rolling with Wanderer, you're going to want to pair Wanderer with Faruzan. But if you don't get Faruzan, then I have no advice for you other than, like, include a character of every swirlable element, or at least of 2 swirlable elements, to get buffs. So, like, Hydro and Electro, or Cryo and Hydro. I would suggest including Cryo, because then you get more quote-unquote uptime with his skill. Even though it's like a weird stamina bar situation, but yeah. D-Luke and Yoimiya, I have no idea how you include them in a team, except, again, I'd suggest including Kazuha. Elemental resistance reduction is great.
I'm going to use the twins with Bennett and Sucrose.
Ooh. The twins. The twins. I have no clue exactly what you mean by the twins, unless you mean the Traveler, but...
Then Balkazuha Yimaiko Shinkyu.
Yeah, that would work. Ooh, knowing that you have Bennett and Sucrose, using Bennett with Yoimiya or D-Luke would also be pretty good. Like, really, really good, actually.
Ayaka and 8-Hour are the teens.
Oh. The twins.
Twins.
I think Ayato's older. I don't know, though. But vibes. So, with Bennett and Sucrose, yeah, that would be good for raw DPS. There's not really any elemental reactions in there, but with the amount of damage you're getting, I don't think it's necessary. As long as you're having fun. Albedo is a good damage support for literally any team. You could slap him in an empty spot in a team and he'd do good damage. As long as you have defense built on him, he's good. Yeah, that's my advice. But either way, you don't need to take my advice, just have fun. Enjoy yourself, that's what a game's for. If you just listen to all the meta and don't enjoy the game, then what's the point? You're not gaining anything out of it, so just have fun. Do what feels right in your heart.
I'm going to give Albedo with Yoimiya.
Nice. Respect.
He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything. What a weird situation.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the God of Wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own transgressions.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
Oh, Aloy is an interesting choice.
Because why not?
Yeah, why the fuck not? That sounds like a fun team. That's gonna be a lot of attack speed and a lot of elements. I like it. Sounds fun.
I'm just a puppet. With no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
Very well. As you wish.
Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Okay.
Oh, good point. Given your, unique situation, we'd better keep an eye on you.
Understood.
Okay, good. You're taking it well.
Now, prepare yourselves, everyone.
I am afraid. Very afraid. Enter the memory. Domain. This is gonna be fun. The memories of a certain puppet he can. Ooh. I like this. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be dramatic.
Oh,
This is
oh.
gonna be over the top. It's gonna be so fucking stupid, and I'm here for it. Okay, I need to make a team. I need to craft something. I don't know. No. Okay. Should we go with like an attack buff? I don't know. Oh. Ooh.
Can I make the team?
Yeah, you can make any team.
You can trust.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's erase all of this. I trust you with my whole heart right now. Let's go. Choose your challenger. This is gonna be fun. Just go with what your heart tells you.
Okay, so Eula Yelena Kokomi.
Okay. Ooh. I love it. Now, to
Freeze
warn
team.
you, my Eula's artifacts are not good. Freeze team. Okay. We're probably gonna get a Wanderer trial, so I'm intrigued. Eula in a freeze team. That's interesting.
okay.
She's usually Fizz. I like it.
Okay.
Okay. Where's my Ayaga? There she is. Yelan and Coco. My Eula's artifacts are trash, but we're doing it.
It's time to pull the trigger.
I'm probably just gonna spam
Eula is
Wander.
for shatter damage.
True, shatter damage is pretty good. Now I need to make sure my Eula isn't carrying the worst greatsword on planet Earth with trash artifacts. And if she is, we'll probably just have to live with it, but I'm fine with that. Cutscene.
This looks like Inazuma.
I would assume.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world. Please be careful.
Sounds like an immersive experience.
We're not getting a Wanderer
It's a
trial.
good thing we came
He doesn't
along.
have his vision. So we're gonna get a Wanderer trial once he gets his vision. We have shit to do.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
Yes, you do. You're a bad bitch.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
Now we're just finishing the job.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here.
Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace?
Yeah, I guess.
You could say that, in a sense. You'll see why shortly.
Oh.
I hear footsteps.
I just remembered
This
I have
place is huge.
LV90
I
kicking.
can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners?
Ka-ching, my favorite character. You know, Ka-ching works really well in taser games.
No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved too. No mining crew would be capable of this. There's someone passed out on the ground.
Who are you?
You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured? Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna.
Okay.
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor disguised as a mechanic. The balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put an end to the Tatarasuna incident.
Oh my.
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
Oh
He
shit.
looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Yula.
Why is Yellen acting like Hutao?
Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, no clue. I think she might have, like, almost died at some point. Don't know when. Our best.
I should go artifact framing soon.
Yeah, if you feel like it, if that's your energy, honestly, just go where the wind takes you. That's my advice. Then again, my advice usually doesn't end well, so. I feel like I'm way too much of a just go where the wind takes you person to do anything. Like, I swear I just
Why
sit
did
around
I
and,
spell
like,
framing and not farming?
You know what? If you're not gonna farm, why not frame? I don't know what that means. I don't know who we're framing and for what.
Nagamasa,
No clue. But
I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
No.
Allow me.
I love Eula's design.
Huh? What are we doing back here?
I hear voices.
Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
I was abandoned like you. I lived here for a while
You
at
look
first,
so
but
pretty.
there's nothing for
I
us
know,
here.
right?
We can't stay.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to
I
make
love her
swords,
cutscenes.
but the factory manager died, and then my dad got sick.
Oh, sweetie.
He kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then Mom
Oh,
started
honey.
coughing too.
No. This is
But
bad.
you can't. You promised me.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together forever and ever.
Oh no.
This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him. After leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. They made a promise
Wait.
to live together.
What happened to the
What?
child then?
I'm here, I'm listening.
That just hit me.
Oh no.
I am talking about the event.
Oh.
The kid.
Wait, what? The event, the kid got sick, neighbors in the hut. I am confused. Is it like those flowers that were in that one house?
When the kid started coughing.
Oh, it just hit you that the kid is very much gonna die? Or that the kid got sick from family? Or that the kid is from the death island with the death snake?
Yes.
Ah, yeah. That hit me like a while ago.
He died from his illness while he was still very young. The balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Hey! What's wrong?
Oh my.
Say something! You promised me we
NOO
could
the
be
kid.
family!
Emoji loudly crying face.
You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too.
Oh, sweetie. No, no. No, honey. Oh, sweetie.
The voices have gone. It looks like the
No,
memory ends
that's
here.
just like the cutscene.
It is.
Let's
It
keep
is.
going.
It is. It's so sad. I can't. I can't do this. I just can't. Oh my goodness. One second, real quick. I have to do something.
This makes Emmy want him more. Emoji loudly crying face. Emoji loudly
want to
crying
learn some
face.
Favonia's
Emoji
blade work?
loudly crying face.
All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I know. It does make me want him more. I had something real quick I had
You
to
do
do.
realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or
drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
The long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
Everything's just dying.
Vengeance will be mine. Crush. Eye for an eye.
Must counterattack. Loneliness of death.
Rest and rebuild.
No excuse for something. Don't be a killjoy.
Take flight. Beg for mercy.
Be done. Time to fulfill my duty.
An email notification.
Yup.
It isn't time for a break yet.
I condemn you.
He's gonna be there.
You can't run.
Like that.
Well, neither can I.
My apologies. Crush.
It's free fire emoji.
Bring it to the core.
I just checked.
I'll check it in a second. Right now I'm trying to kill people. Actually, I can't check it. I can only check mail, once I'm out of a domain. Are we almost? I have to stay in this domain until we finish this quest. It's gonna end at 12, but it's already 12, so.
This place is dark.
Paimon knows this place.
Egg.
It's the Delusion Factory in Inazuma.
In the original version of events, the Traveler once encountered the Balladeer here.
Such a creepy atmosphere. And so familiar.
Yeah. Yeah. Tepe.
Look over there!
My boy Tepe.
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow. You shouldn't have.
Oh, she's dead.
What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan. Perhaps you find fighting in the Abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the Doctor.
What a sharp tongue you
It's
have.
Ash OMG.
Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task
Ash?
ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings
I
to
got to
yourself.
stop.
Save your breath. I know what I have to
I
do.
hope you're okay.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried about me.
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never failed to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh,
I
don't
am
get
okay,
so
just the joke was a
sentimental.
dark humor, but they
Now,
should bring
give that
Sinora
poor little
back.
tongue of yours
Oh.
a rest and stop pretending like
I was
you're
like,
above everyone
wait a minute,
else.
is this because Senora died?
By
But yeah.
then, see you at the victory feast.
I would be against. I wouldn't.
With the new design.
Poor little tongue?
Yeah.
She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Senora being back, because I really like her as a character, so I wouldn't mind her being back. Like, I think that would be fun. But also, I feel like that would be kind of a cop-out. Like, she died for nothing. You know, like, what was the point of her dying in the first place if you were just gonna resurrect her? I don't know.
Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
The plot does not end
True.
here.
Yeah.
There is more of this story to come. Wanderer, are you able to continue?
Yes. Please don't worry about me.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right? Witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Yeah. Wow, that's
Gotcha.
Oh.
Things are about to get
Not
dicey.
oh my goodness. They can have 1 second of like.
Leaving so soon. Flood of frost. Let me amuse myself. My apologies.
Quietly now.
Hold the line. Over here. Shudder. The more, the beg for mercy. Blink. Oh, now you've got me worked
Rack
up.
and ruin.
Now you're dead.
Shine.
Swear straight up, they pick fights for nothing. They just die. My stomach hurts. I hate being sick. I always get sick around Christmas. I don't know why.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru. Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome. I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
Wow.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the Abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy experiments?
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
The doctor again? That was uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah, his
That
presence is always
person
uncomfortable
gives
to
off a
watch.
very sinister energy.
He's the doctor. He's behind all of this.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon.
Let's move on.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the miracle of life, they are human too.
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear. No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass.
Are you saying...
Can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules, with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with the void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next. But then I met you. And I finally realized that reclaiming my missing sins might be my one opportunity to become my true self.
Is this the true meaning of the words? A person can't erase themselves, and even the original validator is gone. The person will live on in his place. Wow. That's some deep shit. Person sins an inescapable part of their destiny too.
I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people. But for all my soul searching as a Shugenja, I've never fully understood it. Looking at it now, it seems that I brought this curse upon myself. So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to
first?
Gain a purpose, to change my destiny, and end my wandering.
Do you have any particular biases that I should be known of before I make this decision? Because I don't want to
support Bennett or DPS.
Support Bennett or DPS. So do you want to build Bennett as a support or a DPS, and I just say either one and you'll be fine with it? Or do you want to build a support Bennett or a DPS based character? I want to make sure I'm clear. I don't want to say anything dumb.
Or a DPS.
Okay. I think Bennett's pretty great. Bennett's gonna help with most of your characters. For a DPS, I would suggest Raiden. Raiden can kick some serious ass. But she does have a small time window, so if not Raiden, then Ayaka, because Ayaka's uptime is always, so that's my advice. Yoimiya also works. She's also great. So either of those three I think would be your best bet for DPS. And then Bennett's also great. It doesn't matter which one you choose first, but if you absolutely just can't decide and you need someone to choose, my instincts are telling me Ayaka.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours.
Cutscene, cutscene, cutscene. Yes!
You have made your decision. Now, take this.
I love all three, so I'll do Ayaka as you said.
Set him free.
Okay, got it.
A puppet? What's he doing here?
I hope you enjoy Ayaka. Oh, sweetie.
You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, honey.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
Oh, it's the doctor.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is careful.
My...
Are you okay, honey?
Is he alright?
Get my controller. Come on, get it, tablet. Get it flying. Get it? What was that for a technique? My goodness.
Hey! Are you done yet?
All worthless dross will be purged.
Is he getting his vision?
That's why this won't be the end.
Vision, oh my goodness. Getting a vision creates a huge surge of elemental energy, my goodness. Wiping his tears, snatched. I know, right?
Die.
Yes, fuck yes.
This is trying my patience.
Have you got all your memories back now?
Have you got any more stupid questions? Feeble human!
This cutscene is so like good.
How amusing!
I know, right? It's so... And we saw someone get a vision for the first time. Like, that's a big deal.
At my command, you shall fall. Follow me. The wind rises. Insignificant past.
I am not even Don't fucking kill me, bitch.
Squall and fury, that's far enough. My endless cycle begins!
Thank you.
Behold!
That cutscene is so good, and the first time we saw someone get a vision. So visions basically result in a huge surge of elemental energy.
Squall and fury. Perish! Search for insignificant past. Quit following me. You're dead. Feeble human.
Freeze to the core.
Oh, I accidentally used Eula's burst.
OMG. Guess what?
What? What? What'd you do?
I'm so close to a 5-star.
Yes! You're gonna get Wanderer. I just know it.
Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
I have 4 pages worth of oivy.
Disappeared.
Pity.
Did we win?
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. I believe in you.
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry.
I
I'm harsh on
believe in
myself
Emmy.
and everyone else. Just the way I am.
I believe in you too. You got this.
Please come home.
You sound like you're concerned about me.
He will, he will.
But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
He's our friend now. Do you think he's gonna join us in our adventuring party? Me, myself, but not I. Oh, that's intriguing. Excited.
I am at 8 for pity.
Come on, 6 more wishes!
Welcome back, traveler. Paimon, Balladeer.
Yay, 6 more.
Let's go.
Just went on a really long
I'm going to try to farm them.
You're gonna get it. I believe in you.
You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it.
No more
After learning
Balladeer.
about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui, and they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people, and they might not even remember who the 6th is.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
Let's call it a tactical retreat.
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
Wait.
And your main goal, for which you gave
OMG.
up everything you
Wait, what?
you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that.
Did you get it?
Think I have guaranteed.
Yes!
Changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people, these are not simple things to accomplish. What you are looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, your past
I'm
experiences
going to
have
do
made
that
you a
card
useful
event.
asset to Sumeru and to me.
Get it!
Winning you over was
You got
indeed a
that.
part of my plan. But before that,
Tell me
I
if it
wanted
has
to
a
tell you
voice
the truth
quest
about
line.
your past.
I need to
If
know.
all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it.
Nahida doesn't see
Oh,
you
right.
now.
I
It
almost
does.
forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that. Sorry if
Into
I have a
justice
slightly
and all
different
that.
perspective
Love
on
that.
things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the
Fiona
future,
talks.
I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what secrets
Ah,
can be uncovered,
okay, got it. So I'm gonna do that on stream at some point.
including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul.
Thank you.
What exactly happened before and after that point? I want to know as well. I will try.
You got this.
Traveler.
Yes?
After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma?
Because I wanted to know what you'd changed.
So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And how? Well, whatever your reasons, You did me a favor, and I'll do everything I can to pay it back.
I didn't do all of this for a reward.
Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to 0.
What time is it for you?
I think deep down you realize
12:25 a.m.
People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books. Some things in this world can never be brought back, and they can never be changed, which is why there is emotion in the human world. Everything that you feel is real and lasting, and whatever is missing in you will not be made whole. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway, I gave up trying to become a human a long time ago.
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing your feelings. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
I hope you can give Nahida a chance.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but the most important thing now is that you need to follow Nahida. Otherwise, all our efforts will have been for nothing.
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
Yay.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you, too.
Why?
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
Huh? You want us to decide?
No, Paimon only does nicknames.
The ugly nickname returns.
Name you're after, it's all yours.
Yes, it will always return. Paimon's ugly nicknames are forever.
Have you got anything?
You can obtain that item in it. Confirm. Just Wanderer. I like it enough as it is. Yep. Yes, this'll do.
Oh, alright. If you say so.
There. Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname? Are you done yet?
Still thinking. Stop rushing me!
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one.
What do you plan to do next?
Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor, at least.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to compose yourself.
I heard you could change his name.
Yeah, you can. You can change his name. I'd prefer not to, though. I like leaving it as Wanderer.
There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, Please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
I see. That is up to you.
Huh? But if we do that, then...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Maybe that's how it always should have been.
I don't want to.
What's that look for? Don't make that face. I know what I'm doing. That day will come. Alright. We're done here. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
Have a wonderful day. Good soul.
What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down.
Yeah, true. But even so, after everything that's happened, he doesn't seem quite as fierce anymore.
There were some bumps along the way, but it's all over now.
So we can finally go eat? Paimon is starving.
Yes!
Thank you both. I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax for a while.
Oh, I will. Oh my goodness. That took a lot out of me.
It's always about food with her.
Honestly, I respect it though. I love food, so.
I've got it! I can end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
You mean because everyone else in the story is dead?
Yeah, I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. He's the perfect fit to be the narrator of the epilogue.
True.
The dark clouds had dissipated, but they continued to cast their shadow in Mikoshi Nagamasa's mind for decades to come. Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the night when that prized blade, the Daitatara Nagamasa, was forged, the people rejoiced, and there was painting, dancing, and drinking. All these expressions of joy melted down in the furnace fire and turned into red clouds that rallied around the final sunrise that Mikoshi Nagamasa saw in his lifetime. Life is a story too long to be told, a journey that you must walk to behold.
Aww. I'm gonna grab these primo gems. Wow. What the fuck? Ew. I do not like D-Luke, if that wasn't clear. Look, he's lovely. Just... I already have C3. I do not need C4.
NOO.
I was so excited because... Did you hear me ranting about Wanderer? But no. Who needs Wanderer?
Aristocratic etiquette is
I'll be
all
fine.
just for show.
Hey, at least I have a guaranteed Dehaya. So like, who cares? I'm gonna get the girl eventually. It'll be okay. Now I just have, I think, a C4. Yeah, C4 D-Luke.
Yes.
Dehya. I don't know how to pronounce her
Smile
name.
and
It's
nod
either
along.
Dehya,
I was forced to learn all of the rules by
Dehaya,
heart.
or Dehya.
And I don't take them that seriously.
And I don't know exactly which one's correct. So we're switching it up as we go. I don't... Oh my goodness, yawning hurts when you have a sore throat. Ow.
You found a positive out of this.
Yeah, true. Got something. I'm gonna get the better Pyro Claymore. This is D-Lu Cake Club. Look, I love him, but like,
It's about time
I also
we had
hate
a break.
him. You know, like how I feel about half the characters.
As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back.
Rest up, Paimon.
Wow, great! Huh?
At least you know it as guaranteed.
Yeah.
Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? But Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
I'm still gonna continue rolling for Faduzan. Man, I need her.
You sound lost and confused.
Who's that?
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Who are you?
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance. But for anyone else, who can say?
Hydro Archon?
When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same is true of fate. Like a vase that falls to the ground.
Might be.
Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it not?
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion.
That was weird.
The voice has disappeared.
I don't know how to feel.
What was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff?
Oh no.
Anyway, that vase is still lying there broken on the ground. Should Paimon go get someone to clean it up? It feels wrong just leaving it there. Just a moment. Paimon will be right back.
Wonder what else awaits me in the future. Yeah. So that was probably the Hydro Archon or something, someone related to her. Since what awaits me in the future? Fontaine.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, probably.
Knights and aristocrats share the same...
No Faduzan. At least my Diluc I don't use hits like a truck.
heritage. But the Knights had enough sense to do away with all the soup.
Anyway, I'm exhausted. Loved stream. Was very fun. When I have fun, I become tired afterwards. It was so lovely to see you. It was nice to see you back in stream again. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, night, whatever it may be. And remember that you, yes you, matter very, very much. Bye.
It would be funny if you lost your guaranteed to Wanderer also. That laugh was in pain, but bye.
Bye.